Since under the mouse we've added the lives functionality, the only thing that's left is to actually get rid of this lives counter and give a more graphic display, something that's more useful in a game. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come into the variables and I'm going to uncheck lives so that that box is no longer showing. But I do want to give the player an indicator of how many lives they have left. So what I'm going to do is I am going to click choose a sprite. And what I'm going to look for is a heart. I'm going to get this one. And as I go then to costumes, there's two different versions. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to switch to the purple heart one and change the purple to red by changing the color to red and filling it in. I'm going to click on the first one, and I'm going to actually push the trash can to get rid of that. Now this first one, I'm going to actually change from heart purple to 3 lives. What I'm going to do to make this work is I'm going to get my pointer tool and I'm going to click on it, and by grabbing a corner, I'm going to decrease the size. Now right now, we're not real worried about the fact that it's in the middle. We'll fix that later. I do want to, however, change the border to 1 so that it's not so obvious. But basically, I want to just reduce it so that I have a nice small indicator. Now what I'm going to do then is grab a line tool and draw a line. I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to draw a line straight across. This is only there temporarily to help me line things up. So I'm going to take this heart and I'm going to basically touch the line with it. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click copy and then paste. I'm going to come up and touch the line, paste again. I'm going to come up and touch the line, trying to leave about equal spacing between. Then I'm going to go ahead and click the line tool and push delete. This gives me my little 3 heart arrangement. I'm getting a little clipping on one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and try moving it to the other side. Seems like no matter what, I get a little clipping on the one. So I guess we'll go ahead and just live with that. Oh, moving it back seemed to help. Now I can grab it in the playing area and position it where I want to. That'll have it up in the very top corner so it's truly out of the way. Next, what I'm going to do once I have 3 lives is I'm going to right click on it and duplicate it. Change it to 2 lives. And delete a heart from the left. Do that again. Duplicate. 1 life. And delete that. So I've got the 3 columns. I don't need, or 3 costumes. I don't need a 4th costume because I can just use hide to have none showing. So I go ahead and click 3, go over to code. And now it's time to code so that the lives costume displays the number of lives that we had. So the first thing we're going to do is this process is not going to start on reset. We don't want reset to reset our lives. We just want it to reset the playing screen. So we're going to do this when the green flag is clicked. And we need to forever be looking at what our lives variable is saying in order to switch to the appropriate costume. So now we're going to build an if-then statement that we can repeat. So if-then, I need my equals to operator. I need the lives variable. And I'm going to start out with 3 lives. So I'm going to say if lives is equal to 3. Now on that, I want to, first off, I want to hit show. That's going to make more sense later. But I also want to switch to a certain costume. So at this point, I want lives to be at 3 lives. So that's what I want it to do. And I want it to be doing that forever. I duplicate that stack. Lives become 2. And I want to make sure I change that to the right number of the right costume. Lives become 1. 1 life. Duplicate it 1 last time. And if lives become 0, I don't want to do either of these things. I want it to hide. And because we're using a hide block here, that's why I needed to use my show blocks before. So as I stop and start the game, and notice I have 3 lives. Meet the cat, I get 2. It indicates that as well. 1. As you notice, each time if I do pick up cheese, it resets. Up on the wall, and game over, everything hides. So that's exactly how you add lives to your game.